In the shadow of Mount Olympus, a nascent humanity shivered in the desolate cold. Without the gift of fire, their existence was a grim struggle for survival. Their days spent huddled together for meager warmth, their nights filled with the terrors of the dark. They were frail, ignorant, and powerless, living at the mercy of the elements. Observing this wretched scene from afar was the Titan Prometheus, his heart heavy with a profound pity for the mortals he had helped create. He saw not just their suffering, but their potential, a spark of intelligence waiting to be ignited. While the other gods remained indifferent in their celestial palaces, Prometheus could not bear to watch humanity languish in such a state of despair. He resolved to defy the divine order, to commit an act of rebellion for the sake of the creatures he cherished. Driven by his compassion, Prometheus embarked on a perilous journey to the very heart of divine power, Mount Olympus. He moved with stealth and purpose, ascending the sacred mountain to the domain of the sun god, Helios. There, he approached the magnificent sun chariot, the source of all light and heat in the cosmos. With a steady hand and a defiant spirit, he reached into the celestial blaze and captured a single glowing ember. Concealing this stolen spark of divine fire within the hollow stalk of a fennel plant, he began his descent, carrying with him a gift that would forever alter the destiny of the mortal world. This act of theft was not for personal gain, but was a deliberate sacrifice, a conscious choice to empower humanity, even at the risk of incurring the wrath of the heavens. Returning to the desolate earth, Prometheus presented his revolutionary gift to the astonished mortals. As he brought forth a hidden ember, a flame flickered to life, the first fire to ever grace the mortal realm. The humans, initially fearful, drew closer, their faces illuminated by its warm, dancing light. Awe and wonder replaced the familiar etchings of suffering. The fire was more than just warmth, it was a beacon of enlightenment. With this newfound power, they learned to forge tools, to cook their food, and to ward off the predators of the night. The flame kindled not only their hearts, but also their minds, sparking the dawn of art, science, and civilization. Humanity was no longer a collection of shivering creatures, but a burgeoning society, all thanks to the Titan's forbidden gift. The scent of mortal sacrifices, cooked with the stolen fire, soon wafted up to the heavens, betraying Prometheus's secret. Seated upon his magnificent throne, Zeus, the king of the gods, discovered the act of defiance. His face, usually a mask of regal authority, contorted into a storm of fury. To him, this was not an act of compassion, but a grave transgression, an unforgivable betrayal that challenged his supreme authority and upset the cosmic balance. He had deliberately kept humanity weak and ignorant, and Prometheus had single-handedly undone his decree. Gripping a crackling bolt of lightning, the very symbol of his power, Zeus thundered his judgment across the heavens, decreeing a punishment so terrible it would serve as an eternal warning to any who dared defy him. At Zeus's command, the smith god Hephaestus was tasked with carrying out the dreadful sentence. With a heavy heart, he led Prometheus to the windswept, desolate peaks of the Caucasus Mountains. There, against a stark cliff face, he reluctantly bound the Titan in unbreakable chains forged in his own divine smithy. Prometheus, however, did not beg for mercy or curse his fate. He met his punishment with a stoic and unyielding defiance, his spirit unbroken. He had known the cost of his actions and had willingly paid the price. As the cold chains bit into his flesh, he stood as a symbol of rebellion against tyranny, his gaze fixed on the distant world he had forever changed, a silent testament to his sacrifice for the sake of mortal enlightenment. But the punishment did not end with eternal bondage. Zeus, in his boundless cruelty, added a layer of unending torment to Prometheus's suffering. Every day, a great eagle, a monstrous creature known as the Ethon, would descend from the sky. The fearsome bird would land upon the chained Titan and viciously tear into his flesh, feasting upon his liver. Yet, because Prometheus was immortal, the organ would regenerate completely each night, setting the stage for the gruesome ritual to be repeated at every dawn. This cycle of agony was meant to break his will, to grind his spirit into dust. Yet, through millennia of suffering, Prometheus's defiance never wavered. He endured the pain, his spirit remaining a powerful and enduring symbol of knowledge, sacrifice, and the relentless struggle against oppression.